Was there even any point pretending that we didn't know what was going on? Just put the Real Madrid draw in the bag, bro. Yeah, we got Real Madrid yet again. The 4th year in a row. We played them 5 times since 2020. Manchester City versus Real Madrid is a given at this point. And it looks like we're going to have to repeat that again. Put it this way, at least it'll be over quickly. If it's going to be difficult, if we're going to lose, at least we'll know, rather soon. I would rather just get it out of the way and judge where we're at in the Champions League. Look, I'm not 100% negative. I'm very much in the it is what it is camp. 24-25 has been an absurd season. When you talk about what happened, a great start, unbeaten ages, then Rodri injured, then Gundogan returning on a free transfer, only signing Savinho other than that, and then Kyle Walker leaves mid-season. We have an insane run of losses. Then we signed loads of players in the transfer window, a bunch of teenagers and young players that we'd never heard of. Then Guardiola has personal stuff, and then we beat Chelsea, and then it's been a mental season of football. So my head is very much in the whatever will be, will be. Do not try predict 24-25. We could lose against Leyton Orient and beat Real Madrid. It's that kind of season. So my head is there. And I think, basically, just ease into it, relax, and at least we'll pull that plaster off pretty soon. Here's the actual draw for you. These dates aren't confirmed, by the way. This is just to be confirmed dates. But you got Celtic Bayern, Monaco Benfica, Brest versus PSG, Club Brugge versus Atalanta. Isn't that 2 French sides? Can they do that now? I guess they can. Sporting versus Dortmund. Feyenoord versus Milan, City, Madrid, Juventus, PSV. So yeah, that's the draw for you there. It's going to be painful. I am not going to sit here and tell you everything is going to be okay. We will hold each other's hands throughout it. We will look after each other. We'll be there as a support group if it's okay or if it's difficult. But ultimately, the Champions League is about these games. It's about these big moments. And playing Real Madrid in the Champions League, though it's familiar, at this point, it's part of the heritage of this competition. And I'm not going to sit here and moan the fact that we've got a tough draw. I'm not going to sit here and be too negative. I do feel it. I don't feel like we're going to win this. But I don't think at the same time it's impossible. I just think it's going to be a weird game. We'll see what we do, and we'll see who's available. So here's a couple of super chats as well. Thank you so much, William, with the super chat. Let me just sort out the orientation there so it's on screen. Where we going? There we go. Hopefully that should be on screen right now. Is it? I've got to pull it over until it fits there. There we go. William said, hopefully John Stones masterclass incoming. Absolutely, mate. Maybe John Stones plays as a DM. He was brilliant against Club Brugge the other day. If John Stones can stay fit and play in DM, he's sort of the closest thing we've got to Rodri, I would argue, John Stones. Everything about his performance the other day, from his progression, his aerial presence, his technical ability, his bringing the ball up the pitch, his diagonal pass to Savinho, it was very, very Rodri coded. So maybe John Stones can be the one for us, William. Big people do big things, and he's a quality player, Don't be surprised if he can stay fit. I would very much expect him to be involved. William also said with the super chat, as long as we go out, we'll fight. I'm fine. We will do. I'm sure of it. I'm sure we will do, mate. Thank you so much for William for the super chats. It's massively appreciated. Yeah, I expect we will do, mate. I don't know if we could win, but it's going to be hard. Should we talk about what Real Madrid can do to City? We know this. They're currently sat first in La Liga. I'll bring up their season for you on screen right now. There we go. They're currently 4 points clear in the Liga, ahead of Atletico, 7 points clear of Barcelona. It looks like they're going to win La Liga. And for them, it's probably a bad time for us to play him. It's a very bad time for us to play him. That's not true, Neil. And Stones, obviously, Stones is perfectly good in that role. I'm not going to say he's brilliant, but he'd be better than, sitting deep and reading him. At least Stones knows how to read attacks coming towards him, So, I think I'd rather Stones there than Bernardo Silva or Gundogan. 100%, absolutely. And I think that's what we'll see, to an extent anyway. If we had Diaz and Ake as well, I'd feel a lot more confident. But we don't, unfortunately. They're not available. So it's going to be a mental month for football. Guys, please give the video a like. It would be massively appreciated, by the way. It'd be hugely appreciated. Madrid's fixtures and results. Let me have a look at there we go. Their results for you as they've been playing out recently. They beat Brest 3-0 in the Champions League. Valladolid the lead 3-0 before that. Salzburg 5-1. Parmas 5-1. 5-2 Celta Vigo. They lost 5-2 to Barcelona in the Supercopa. But before that, 3-0. 5-0. 2-1, 4-2, 3-0, then a draw there. They score goals these days, don't they? Against Valladolid in the La Liga, this is how they lined up. They had Mbappe playing for the middle, Rodrygo, Bellingham, Diaz, Valverde, Ceballos, Rudiger, Tchouaméni, Asensio. Mbappe with a hat-trick. The guy's flying now, at this point. The last game out in the Champions League as well to sort of confirm qualification was a stroll for them. It was 3-0 against Brest. They were the better side. They deserved it. It was easy for them in the end. This is how they lined up that day. Rodrygo with a brace. Bellingham scored as well behind Mbappe. Look, Vinny Jr. Is Vinny Jr. injured or something at the moment? What's going on? I don't really know. Because he's... I don't know where he is because he's not in these squads. I'm sure it's nothing major. Is he just rested? Someone tell me what's going on with Vinny Jr. I don't know. Against Salzburg, they... suspended. Okay, fair enough. Salzburg, he grabbed the brace. Mbappe, Rodrygo. Oh no, I love Silva, mate. Don't worry. I absolutely love Silva, but I'm aware as a DM, he's probably not going to be great, Silva. Bernardo, I'm a Bernardo fan, and I know people said he hasn't been good this season, but I understand the love of Bernardo Silva. So don't mistake me as a hater of Bernardo. Look, if we're going to get through this game, I don't think any new signings right now would change anything because we won't have time to adapt. I think it's very much we're going to get lucky or we're going to take our chances and they're going to miss theirs. It's going to take a little bit of luck. That's how I feel about it. We have to be realistic about our standards these days. When they've got the likes of Tchouaméni and Camavinga and Valverde and Bellingham and all that lot, they've got too much quality for us, They just do. They have too much quality given our current propositions. And they're a transitional beast with the pace of Rodrygo, Vinicius, Mbappe. I'm not expecting this to be easy. I think it'd be naive to presume anything else. So we just have to sort of take it on the chin, really, and see how it goes. The only way I can see a City getting them is if we get lucky. And we sort of we find not get lucky, we find a formation or a system that will let the attackers go forward and the defenders just sit deep. I think we have to play like how we did against Chelsea. Where we have the free holding midfielders. And maybe Victor's right. Maybe we go for Cambiasso. I think we'll get one of Cambiasso or Douglas Luiz. That's my last minute prediction there. I don't think we'll get both because I don't think Juventus will sanction both to Man City. But I think we get one of them. So I think we have to be counter-attacking as well, which is mad because that's what they want to do, counter-attack as well. But if we have, the likes of Haaland, Savinho, Marmoush, Bob, who knows, man? And what's De Bruyne got for us in one last big game as well? Rudiger might just pocket Haaland's tree, but this is where hopefully the runners of Marmoush and so on off him would be really, really useful. If you're asking me what to do, I mean, it's only going to be Diaz and Ake aren't available full stop, are they? They're just not available. So I wonder if it's going to be Stones and Akanji, almost certainly. How long are Diaz and Ake out for? Do you guys know? But they're not going to be available, are they? Second leg, potentially? I can never remember because I'm sort of tired. But in terms of how we play, it depends who's available, who gets an injury. I do wonder if we'll see City just go fight fire with fire. Like, Guardiola is always a cautious manager. But we'll see what he wants to do in terms of how we line up in this one. Like, if I was to guess, the date of the game it's going to be 11th or 12th, isn't it? It's going to be 11th or 12th or something like that. If I was to guess how we lined up, it would be obviously, I think Ederson has currently got the shirt. I'm expecting Josko. Currently, it's going to be Akanji and Stones. And then Nunes currently. The thought of Nunes against Vinny Jr. or Mbappe or whatever, that scares me, man. That scares me. Unless we can get Cambiasso in, last minute. Look, it's a shame that Khusanov hasn't had more chance to play and prove if he could do a job like trying to lock down on that side with his pace, but he's not there yet, and I don't think Guardiola will throw him in. But if he had a chance to, I would not be surprised if Guardiola's thinking, can we turn him into a Kyle Walker-esque right back, but we're not there yet. So, look, Khusanov is pacey, but I don't know if it's the right idea. Haaland is going to play. That's a given. I think what we could see is Stone steps into midfield. The only thing I was going to say, by the way, I don't want Nunes covering the right channel like that. That's because if Stone steps into midfield, that means you've got Nunes covering the right channel. And that, to me, is not a good thing. Unless you say Silva stays, Josko stays back. Silva stays back alongside, and then maybe cover there, Kovacic. And then you say to Nunes, you can get forward if you want to, and push forward up there. And then you sort of have something like this, where you've got, Foden. This could be Savinho or Omar, and then KDB potentially, something like that. You let him get forward. I don't know. Diaz won't be available, will he? So if Diaz is available, I don't know if something like that potentially. Foden would get forward, and then maybe you have. I mean, in the ideal world, you maybe would drop KDB, but can you drop KDB? I mean, KDB for Marmoush instead there, and then Savinho gets forward. Foden plays a little bit deeper. Savinho out wide. I don't know. Maybe you let De Bruyne sort of just sit back deeper, and we just try and hit the runners. I don't know. It's going to be really hard. If Diaz is available, you play a Kanji right back. I 100% agree, by the way. You have to. It's going to be really hard. So, but Josko should go forward, and so should Nunes. Okay, if Josko goes forward too, that means you tell Stones to play deeper, and he stays there, which I'm fine with for what it's worth. But then you've got Kovacic and Silva. That means at that point, you're going to have to play Gundo as well, or someone who plays deeper, because these guys are going to have to cover out wide like that. They're going to have to. And that means we do what we did the other day, where, you play... he'll play Foden in that instance then. He'll play Foden, Marmoush will go there, and he'll let, as we did against Chelsea, he'll let these guys bomb forward. He's not going to play Kevin De Bruyne in the centre there, because De Bruyne will want to go up here. And then these four guys cannot cover a Real Madrid counter. You have to have these guys who are willing to sit there like that. Maybe De Bruyne could be told just to sit deep and ping some passes. I don't really know, but it's not going to be easy. The thing is, you say bench Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva has the smartness to cover there and get back and be smart, Where's Khusanov? Look, Khusanov is not going to jump into the team straight away against Real Madrid. He might do. We will see. Well, we will see. But Real Madrid again, it's going to be really, really hard. I'm not expecting much, but at the same time, I think there's a real freedom that comes from that. Like, my expectations are in the blood, in the mud, and yeah, let's see how it goes. There we go. Liam Gallagher's weighed in with his thoughts. There we go. There's Liam Gallagher's reaction. Bring it on, you. Bring it on, shit. Months. I'll put it that way. He's not scared, is he, Liam? That's our man, Liam Gallagher. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. I don't think we'll win, but I don't think it's silly. I think largely silly to believe that we either can do it or we can't. It's these days it's football heritage, isn't it? Man City versus Real Madrid. Do not underestimate the absurdity of this season. It could be one where we just hit each other on the counter attack and we take our chances. Marmoush makes himself a star, and we will see. The fans are up for it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Guys, we're going to leave it there. Not much more to say than that. After that, it'd be Atletico Madrid or Bayer Leverkusen if we get through. For now, though, let me know your predictions of the draw. How's it going to go in the chat below? Love you all loads. Give the video a like and subscribe. And hopefully there'll be more transfer news or whatever breaking before City play Arsenal. Not get done, but before the next few days before it starts to wind down. Cheeky wasn't at the draw today, by the way, which is interesting. Maybe he was busy doing stuff. Paul Dickup was there, and usually it's Cheeky's job to be there. So we'll see. Guys, thanks for watching. Bye-bye in a bit. Love you all loads. Give the video a like, subscribe.